Hello, welcome to Vlogmas Day 10. I am stressed, which I feel is obvious. I feel like I am the most readable person ever, and I'm not happy I'm stressed. Nothing that I'm doing requires stress, but I've let myself get stressed, and I'm sort of trying to unpick how I've got here. It's not like, I don't know, when people say stressed and they're like about to explode. I'm nowhere close to that. I just know I have to do, on my schedule, record an audiobook today, and I know that I have more tension in my voice because I have tension in my mind than is going to be good for that. And that is horrible for me to then have to push it and reconfigure everything when you try and have a plan as a freelancer. But a number of things have happened this morning for various other work things. Again, nothing dramatic, just needing to do stuff at times that I hadn't planned. And so seeking to be flexible and roll with it, but at the same time this was nailed into the diary. However, we have tomorrow morning, so I can boost it to there, but it is completely unideal. I was geared up to do it, I was ready for it. I'm also supposed to be doing a Zoom for BBC Click at 12, which is shockingly, in an hour and a quarter, demonstrative of how this morning has just gone. So, that's today. I'm just going to get on with more prep for the audiobook because I have an extra bit of time. I'll put that into prep and I will put it into finishing a podcast edit that I didn't do yesterday, as in didn't finish it yesterday. So it's definitely not time wasted or lost, but it's hard emotionally when you're desperately trying to do everything you can for everybody else, at the same time as keeping your own balance and trying to navigate when it's good to throw your own schedule under the bus, which sadly, it feels like it was today, but this was like the one thing that I've been like, make sure you're relaxed, make sure it's been a chilled morning, you can do some breathing exercises, warm your face up, do what I would consider essential for a good, enjoyable and well-delivered piece of audio at such a high level. Again, podcasts, I'd kind of do a shorter, just warm up, make sure I'm well rested, not in super high stress as best as I can. I have been, and you can tell, in my opinion, you can blatantly tell on podcasts when I'm not super chill. And therefore, that means waiting until it's right, because there's no point in me just being like, I'll just keep going, just do it anyway. And then I get to the edit and I'm gutted that it's wrong. Again, I want to be able to be the audio profesh that's able to be like, I can have a car crash and walk out of it and be fine, like something out of Whiplash. But that's not who I am. I'm not built like that, and that's okay. I can take a breather and come back to it. Anyway, this is me modelling M&S Kids, as ever. Kids sections are my vibe. And I will leave you there and hopefully be able to smash on with some other things instead of audiobook reading this morning. Good evening. If this was anything other than a video basically every day, this would definitely be a day that I would be like, there is the trash icon, drag, 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 and drop. I just kind of wanted to take the opportunity to be honest and real in a way that I hope is helpful and constructive, as opposed to pity party, all be sad, as opposed to I appreciate you're watching this content and therefore you're not watching it to have a pity party. And yes, there's a line between honesty and wallowing, and so we're just going to try and walk that line, because can you tell I've had a terrible day? Probably not. So I'm using my words and trying to hold in my emotion to communicate that it's not been a good day. It's been a bad day. But at the same time, I'm willing to talk about it in a capacity that it's not like there's been this massive thing that's come out of nowhere and like, wah! So I'm very thankful for that. It's just, there's a lot of small, niggly, sad things, and it's felt like every time I've outstretched to do something today, it has gone wrong. Work has been frustrated. Working has been problematic. Even like dinner was a disaster. I had disaster again. It's not that bad, Rachel. It's fine. But we ended up eating leftovers again because I got my timings wrong for dinner completely, and John and I were really hungry. We're just like, oh no, should we just, let's just have leftovers. So it's good to be able to laugh at oneself and move on. But I guess there are also more serious things. There's people known to us who have COVID. There is lots going on in the world. There is sad in many a place. And I guess I'm just more aware of it coming closer to Christmas, where in society at the moment, the ultimate kind of thing of Christmas is family. And so for those who don't have family, or family is broken, lost, dead, awful in any capacity, it's just a really stressful, weird anti-celebration. So I was reflecting on that, and I guess just I'm thankful that if you are, like me, celebrating Christmas as a celebration of the birth of our Saviour, it does free you from that. So I guess I just put that as a thought of, like, if you're finding the whole family vibe too much, I would give you a thumbs up to maybe just go rogue, who knew, and go and celebrate Christmas as to what it was originally about, and say that you don't agree with the commercialisation of a Christian festival, to quote, I think it's Grandad in Only Fools and Horses. But yes, more positive things that John and I discussed over dinner, to be like, what can we say that isn't just a pity party? And something that came up was what we've been listening to. And I've been much valuing the Sovereign Grace Christmas album, but also their most recent album. Modern carols appreciations, as well as the Seeds Family Worship Christmas album. It's just great to hear the Christmas story basically put to interesting and fun different types of music. So again, I don't know where you stand on the whole Christmas vibe, but if you'd be interested in listening to some Christmas music that isn't Wham or Mariah Carey, then I recommend those. I will drop them in the description box below. And I guess I'm going to leave it here. Yes. Tomorrow could go one of two ways. But again, life is like this. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days. And yesterday was a really good day. Today was a really bad day, and that's okay. Tomorrow will be what it will be. And I will say fare thee well here. You know what to do if you want to connect in with this whole thing. I don't know why you would at the end of this video, but hey ho, if it floats your boat, you can give it a like. And I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye now.